Okay, here we go. Second semi-final of the second season of Force Pro League. Huge hype. Cronkinator and Matteo on Team Blue taking on Noah and Geiger. So, Cronkinator and Matteo were the first team in the FPL history to reach an undefeated regular season. They haven't lost a game in this team structure yet. So, it's gonna be interesting to see how the other teams match up against them. On the other side, we have Noah and Geiger challenging them in the Team Red. Noah and Ethan managed to qualify for the finals, but Ethan had to be subbed out in the last second. So that's why we have Geiger here. But so everyone knows, Geiger is no less of a player than Ethan, so probably they will have everything in their disposal, maybe except the crucial teamwork that usually is built by time.
Yes, and it looks like we don't have anything particularly cheeky or cheesy or extraordinary coming out from either players in terms of their strategies. Looks like
Yes.
Kronkinator and Mateo going with the tried and true. One player goes for nukes, other player goes for support, and that will be hitting in another minute and a half or so. And on the right-hand side, we have double heavy weapons. They are conceding the early and mid game. They're going straight to heavy weapons. So Noah and Geiger are going to have to take a few hits. They're going to have to survive what's going to be the inevitable missile spam, inevitable missiles that are going to be flying at them.
Yes. Just a little backstory. Matteo and Kronkinator played this strategy in all the 14 games they played.
Oh,
and
no.
They haven't lost a single one. So actually everyone knows that they play this, and they didn't even have to show another strategy. But from season 1 we know that when Matteo is pressured, he always goes back to the lasers, so they will have some other strategies in their disposal for sure. Huge busta hits actually from the both sides, taking out Noah's turbines and Matteo's initial EMPs. Matteo usually builds the EMPs on the bottom of his base, so it's pretty weird that he built them exposed on the top. Quite uncharacteristic from them. The early pressure coming in from Kronkinator in terms of missile silos shot, but couldn't manage to take out Geiger's turbines just yet.
Curious. I've commonly seen Kronk not shoot his not fire his swarm missiles until the nuke is ready. I'm imagining the damage done to his teammate triggered the swarm missile retaliation response.
Yes. By the way, Team Red is architects, so they will have the fast building structures and wood. And the other side, we have Kronkinator and Matteo playing as overdrive.
Really? I guess they're going
Yes,
to
they do.
not risk one of their better commanders in this first match.
Yeah. And by the weight of Noah's base, he loses the bottom weapon he had on that little island of his. Yeah, I think Matteo and Kronkinator are just that confident in their ability to win that they don't want to show any strategy before the finals.
I don't blame them. The strategy they've gone for, this is very powerful, but we have seen many variations of it, and we have seen this strategy lose before. We have seen it lose quite consistently in previous tournaments. So I'm actually kind of surprised to hear that they haven't dropped a single match. But, you know, they are very good players.
As you can see, the combo is just so perfect on their side. No wrong interactions between the weapons. They just hit the perfect spot. And as we can see, they put a little twist on their strategy. Matteo is actually going for the rockets instead of the support shotguns and flags this time, because they don't expect much pressure from Geiger and Noah early on.
Yes, we've seen this several times before. The from what I recall, the rocket support strategy actually works better than the flak and smoke support strategy, given that they are able to maintain map control at a decent level. Which
Yes.
they can do because Noah and Geiger really aren't contesting.
Yes, and the pressure is continuous with the rockets, and Mateo even has the minigunners to clean Geiger's doored gunners as soon as they showed.
Indeed. And here we actually have plasma laser fired from Geiger. Does a little bit of damage, takes out a weapon, a little bit of base deformation, but nothing game-changing.
Oh, howitzer coming out from... Oh, that's huge!
There it is.
The first retaliation from Team Red, and then the first hit from first meaningful hit from Kronk's nuke, actually doing more damage to Geiger than the howitzer did to Mateo. But I guess Geiger's weapon still is ready to shoot, and the Mateo has to rebuild basically everything. And Noah can just reshoot his weapon because. But now Mateo will be ready with the minigunners to shoot down that howitzer shot.
There it goes. Ooh. Geiger didn't quite have the energy to fire the plasma beam, but it still does manage to take out a minigunner, which is great. This is, of course, one of the downsides of going for rockets rather than a more support focus. You don't have the anti-air to shut down the howitzer that does all the damage to your base. Nuke makes it through, but doesn't quite break the base. I'm curious, because we're going to have another... Okay, so now everyone's ready to go. All weapons are firing.
And they are countered by the support weapons.
There it goes.
Kronkinator's nuke is killed, and Noah's howitzer shot is killed too.
All right, we have a match on our hands here. Given that Noah and Geiger were going for such a late play, and Mateo and Kronkinator were just planning on blowing them up, I was honestly expecting this match to be over by now, but Noah and Geiger have managed to pull it back. But this is about as even as it gets.
Double drunk nukes from Kronk. Doesn't manage to hit them.
Howitzer.
Again.
Oh.
And Mateo actually collapsing by Noah's shot. This is huge.
Mateo brought down. Only Kronk remains. This is not looking good for Kronk, but Kronk is not in a position where he's completely defenseless. He has weapons. He has the ability to maintain some semblance of map control.
Yes, he has the support, but he shoots his weapons early and can take down Noah's door gunners. This is actually the second time Mateo died this season.
Oh, no.
In the first game, Kronkinator managed to do a 2v1. I don't think this is the second one that he can do it, honestly.
Yes,
This might be their first loss.
I suspect Kronk is not going to make it this time, but it's not impossible. And that hurts a lot. Yep, Oh, oh boy. Oh, his base is broken. It's got a hole in it. All right, he's rebuilding.
All his fate is in the famous Kronk nukes, the drunken nukes that just go through, evading all the anti-air. He takes down some anti-air,
It's not enough.
but it's just too much on the side of Geiger and Noah.
They have so many machine guns.
Yeah, Kronkinator will place another 3 minigunners to support his weapons, but they are taken out and Kronkinator is down. Noah takes a double kill and they take down Kronkinator and Matto in the first game. Huge upset.
That was very well played.